Okay, Year 10s. So what I want to do today is show you how to get your ideas onto your PowerPoint presentation. Now, thank you to Salam for recommending this app that we're going to use today, and it actually works really well. It gives it a nice clear image and comes out nicely. So I basically went on to Google Play Store or the App Store, depending on what phone you have, and I just searched for Microsoft PDF Scanner. And I downloaded this app here called the Office Lens. Okay, so you need to click on the Office Lens, and then what it allows you to do is scan your image. So here's the photograph here of what I've drawn. So this is my sgraffito. I chose that image there, and I did this one. And then all you have to do is it sort of starts highlighting the area, and you can see that orange line coming around it there, and it allows you to take a photograph. Now once you've got a photograph, then you can mess around with it a little bit. I advise just making it a little bit bigger than just mess around with these sort of things here like that and confirm it. Okay, now that's sort of messed around my perspective a little bit, but it's not bad. So if you want to go back and edit it, you just put crop, and then you can make it a little bit more just outside the image that you want to scan. Okay, so there is not too bad, just bringing it in just around, just give me a little bit of border around, all the way around. And what you don't want to do is just cut out too much of a thing, and confirm that. Okay, and once you've got it, you click done, and then it gives you an option. So what I suggest you do is save it as a picture. So I'm going to click save in my gallery. Then what I can do is I've got my pictures there that I've done. This one, the first one I did, actually worked out better. What I can do is if I click on that, I can share it. So if I go to my photos, I click share, and I can email it to myself. So I'm going to go to my emails down the bottom here, and I'm going to email that to myself. Okay, so in the title, I'm just going to type in my email address, which is like that, and then I'm going to send it to myself. Okay, click send, and then I'll email it to you. Then I email it to yourself. What you can then do is copy and paste it onto your PowerPoint. I'm going to show you how to do that now. Okay, so what we're trying to create today is something that looks a little bit like this. Okay, we'll obviously have four different ideas. So this might be a little bit big. You might want to shrink it down a little bit. One there, one there, one there. But this isn't an A3 page either. So we're looking to do this. So I'm going to show you how to get this idea. Okay, all I've done onto the page from where we left off on our PDF scanner. Okay, and all I've done is I've put a little bit of a gradient box behind it, a bit like when we do the enhancement things. And I've also uploaded my actual sgraffito scribble there, just to show where the inspiration for this sort of face shape came from. Okay, so what I want you to do first of all is on your page. Okay, we don't need any of this sort of stuff, so I'll delete that. Okay, right. What you need to do is you just need to go to your shapes, pick yourself a square, okay, and draw a square somewhere on your page. Then what you can do with that is I just go to shape fill, go to gradient, and then choose a gradient that you like. And you can also choose the color you like. Okay, I just did a blue one there. Okay, now then what we're going to do is we're going to go to my emails where I sent this picture to myself, the image here. I'm going to right click on it. I'm going to save that picture. Okay, and then I'm just going to save it into my pictures. You can save it wherever you want onto your desktop. I'm going to call it Sgraffito 1. Okay, so it's a Sgraffito 1. I'm going to save that image. Okay, I'm then going to go back to my PowerPoint and I'm going to insert that image in. So I'm going to click insert. I'm going to click pictures, and then I'm going to go to my pictures where I saved it. And then I'm going to find Sgraffito 1. There it is. So there's my Sgraffito 1. Now what I can do is at the moment I've got all of that background that I need to remove, all that sort of stuff around the edge. So the first thing I need to do is rotate it. So I'm going to click on the rotate option and get it around to the right direction. Then I'm going to start thinking about removing the parts that I don't need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to the top and I'm going to click on format. Okay, so I'm going to click format, and then I'm going to click on remove background. Okay, now at the moment you can see the bits in pink is what it's going to remove, in white is what it's going to stay. So what I need to do is I need to drag this box out until it's bigger than the whole of the image that I want. Okay, now you can see hopefully by doing this it will solve a few of your problems. Okay, there's still a few issues. It's going to get rid of these parts here, which I don't want to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark on areas to keep, and I'm going to select that area there because I want to keep that. There we go, and just wait until it actually goes to white. I'm going to click on that area there. I want to keep that. I want to keep that. And there's some areas I want to get rid of. Oh, okay. So I need to keep having a look at that. For some reason, there we go. Just keep on clicking until it gives you a white area. Now, what I'm then going to do is I want to remove the internal parts in here. So I'm going to click on that part. I'm going to click on that part. I'm going to click on that part, and I'm going to click on that part. Okay, so once you're happy and you've got the areas in white that you want to keep and you've got the areas in pink that you want to remove, I'm going to click Keep Changes, and there it is. So now what I can do is I can just hold Shift down to keep the sort of size correctly, correct that I want, and I can then drag it and get it to the sort of size and put it onto my sort of enhancement box. Okay, so now I've got my image that I'm happy with. I'm just going to drag this into the middle so you can see it more clearly. I'm then going to add some annotations. So I'm going to add an arrow, and I'm going to just change the outline of that arrow. I'm going to make it black, and then I'm going to add some annotations. So I'm going to add a text box here, and then I'm going to talk about materials. So I'm just going to put this will be made from steel for legs and ash type for the top. Okay, so I'm just going to make that a little bit smaller, maybe change my font. I don't particularly like that font. Let's go for Calibri, and let's change that down to size 12 font. Okay, and then what I can do is I can then bring that in here and then annotate it all the way around. So I'm going to annotate using Access FM. I'm going to comment about the aesthetics. I'm going to comment about the cost. I'm going to talk about the customer it's supposed to appeal to. I'm going to talk about the materials. I'm going to talk about the function. We'll talk about the size and maybe any safety aspects. So I'm going to add some annotations around it to explain it. Okay, and hopefully then we will have sort of 4 ideas that go on a page that are nicely annotated. I might want to just make that slightly smaller so I can have some room around it to go around. Okay, so that's basically how we get our image onto our PowerPoint and how we add a little bit of an enhancement box behind it. I would advise adding the enhancement box behind it on the computer rather than actually adding it on, drawing it to yourself. It just looks a little bit more professional, a little bit more neater. What I've also done, you'll notice on here, is I did the same technique to add in the actual sgraffito inspiration. Okay, so the examiner can see exactly how I came up with that sort of front shape for this design of the bedside table there. All right, so what I'd like you to do is use the PDF reader and try and get your images, all the sketches you've done today with an enhancement box behind, onto your page. We're looking for 4 ideas per page that are nicely annotated, please. Okay.